Alright, hey everybody, Myo here, and today we're going to be playing some Pokemon Sun and Moon, doing some VGC 2017 battles on the Ranked Rating Championship Battle Spot ladder. So we are currently sitting at a rating of 1542, and we have an opponent from New York with a rating of 1522, so hopefully we can pick up a win here. We are currently still using the Arcanine, Tapu Koko, Porygon 2, Gastrodon, Tapu Lele, and Metagross team, because I'm trying to find a team that I really want to use in the February International Challenge, because I might not be going to regionals this year, but if I do, I want to at least get as much championship points as I possibly can, because it would be cool to go to Worlds, but I just don't see it happening this year with all my dad duties and college duties. Anyway, Jack here, running a Gastrodon, Porygon 2, Celesteela, Garchomp, Arcanine, and Gigalith. Okay, so I'm guessing since there's the Gigalith there, definitely a sand team here. So I don't feel like setting up actually bringing Porygon 2 to reverse Trick Room might not be a bad idea, because he looks like he could get used out of Trick Room. Tapu Koko's not looking too great here though. Let's go with Tapu Lele, Gastrodon. Then let's go with, what else could we bring? Metagross has access to Earthquake. Maybe Arcanine for the Intimidate, but at the same time I don't like that. No, I'm going to bring Arcanine, and then I'm going to bring... and I'll bring Metagross. Yeah, I don't have really time. I was thinking maybe Porygon 2 instead. I feel like Porygon 2 might have been the better option over Metagross, but unfortunately I didn't have quite enough time to pick that, so that's alright. So let's see what's gonna happen here. You're challenged by Pokemon Trainer Jack. Alright, Tapu Lele, Gastrodon against his... let's see if I led... okay. Alright, Garchomp, Celesteela, so I didn't lead, like, horrible, but I didn't lead great either. I think Arcanine would have been a much better option here. But what I can do is I can go for the Moonblast into Garchomp, and then I can go for a... would his Garchomp have Protect? Would his Garchomp be Scarfed or have Protect? Let's see, Z moves are common on Garchomp, Gigalith, and Arcanine, but I think they're more common on Garchomp. Well, I feel like he'd potentially Protect here. So I think like switching into Arcanine for the Intimidate's not a bad option, and it threatens Celesteela, and then going for the Ice Beam into Garchomp is still a pretty solid move, I think. I think the Intimidate will help us out, because I don't know if the Garchomp has a Z move, where basically I don't know if he has Protect is what I'm more worried about. Okay, he does withdraw into Porygon 2. So let's see, maybe we'll get a freeze on Porygon. Ooh, special attack drop, special attack increase, that's kind of scary. We do see the Heavy Slam come out, but we did Intimidate it, so we should be able to eat that as we also resist it. Then there's the Ice Beam into the Porygon 2 slot. Then we can go with a, we can actually go with a Z move Inferno Overdrive into the Celesteela spot. Would he switch out though? What would he switch out into that spot? He does have Gastrodon. We haven't seen his fourth Pokemon yet, so I think just going for the Flamethrower might be a safer bet here. Or I could Snarl. I might Snarl. That'll decrease the Porygon 2s. Let's do that. Let's Snarl. And then let's go for a Scald on the Porygon 2. What could I switch in? Metagross? No, let's just go for the Scald. Maybe we'll get a Burn on the Porygon 2 slot. Because, I mean, the Burn would be useful because I don't have any way to, like, Toxic it. Okay, he does Protect, so going for the Z move there would have been fine, because we would have got some damage off. But at least the Snarl will, like, negate the... oh, never mind. Porygon 2 avoids it. I was going to say it would negate the special attack increase. There's the Tri-Attack. Wow, that does a lot of damage to Arcanine. I have to just go for a Z move now, I think. I think that's what I'm going to do on the Celesteela. And then I think, what can I do? Would Tapu Lele be good here? Or would Metagross be good? I think Metagross would be okay. Yeah, let's go with Metagross. Yeah, because we can Hammer Arm the Porygon 2 slot. And I don't think he has really anything that'll threaten the Metagross if I bring it out. As we also have the Assault Vest, so we're fairly bulky. And that's going to be our Z move going off, so we should hopefully knock out the Celesteela. If not, we should at least do a good chunk of damage to it. See, what I think it might have been better to Z move last turn and then Flamethrower this turn in that spot. Because I don't know if this is enough. Okay, it definitely is enough. Cool. I don't know if you can... I don't know if it's even possible to, like, EV to survive that. But he's probably going to knock out my Arcanine now, which is a little unfortunate. But I feel like I could bring my Tapu Lele back out and not worry too much. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I think bringing my Tapu Lele out is a solid plan. Because if I do that and he brings Garchomp back out to go for like an Earthquake to deal with the Metagross, then I can just Moonblast the Garchomp. I can threaten the Moonblast. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to threaten the Moonblast here into Garchomp, and then a Hammer Arm into the Porygon 2. So I don't know if my Tapu Lele will be faster than Garchomp, but I am Scarfed, but his Garchomp could also potentially be Scarfed, since he did switch out and didn't go for Protect. And if that's the case, I think Garchomp is faster. So it is a little unfortunate that I don't have a way to intimidate the Garchomp or burn it now. I mean, I do have a way to burn it with Scald from Gastrodon. So what I could potentially have done is switch out my Metagross for Gastrodon in case Tapu Lele goes down or something. But I don't think that's really worth it. Because then I would have to hope that Tapu Lele survive. Okay, we do outspeed the Garchomp, so Tapu Lele, Scarf Tapu Lele putting in some work. Not quite enough to pick up the knockout on the Garchomp. He actually survives it and then retaliates with a Poison Jab. So we're gonna barely survive that, but we do get poisoned, so I feel like we're probably gonna go down to the poison now. Hammer Arm coming out onto Porygon 2. It's super effective, but not effective enough. Try attack into the Tapu Lele spot. Just wants to get rid of it as quick as possible. Makes complete sense. I completely get that. I'll bring Gastrodon in now. But an Ice Beam from Gastrodon should definitely pick up the knockout. And I don't really feel like Garchomp threatens my Gastrodon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually double into the Porygon 2 slot with a Scald. And I could Earthquake here. Because it's 100% accurate. That's not, that does have a chance to miss, so I'm thinking, do I want to Earthquake? I mean, we saw how bulky that Porygon 2 is, though, with a Hammer Arm, so I guess I'll go for the Hammer Arm again. Garchomp is going to use Earthquake. Let's see if my Metagross can survive it. Yes, he can. Porygon 2 took some damage from the Earthquake as well, because he didn't have a way to protect Porygon 2, because that's not a very common move on Porygon 2. Okay, so going for an Ice Beam would have been better there, but I just didn't think he was going to go for an Earthquake, so Scald is going to be enough to pick up the knockout anyway, so it's fine. So that's cool. We're doing really well with this team. I'm really liking it. I might actually use this one in the International Championship. The February International Championship. So we do see Gigalith now. Uh-oh. I forgot that he had Gigalith. Okay, what can we do here with Gigalith? We can definitely go for the Scald. And I suppose our best bet would probably be to go for the Meteor Mash. Because it's stab, it's super effective. I don't have a way to protect Metagross as I'm Assault Vest variant. So let's see how much the Scald does. Okay, not enough. We don't even get a burn. And he avoids the Meteor Mash, and then he goes for a Gigalith. He goes for an Earthquake with Gigalith. So that could be enough to knock out Metagross. It is enough. I don't like that. Let's see. I'm gonna have to recover this turn, as we did see that my Gastrodon was faster. So I should be able to recover, get pretty much full HP, and then Scald, recover, Scald, just kind of win by going with that. I could even potentially protect if I feel like I need to, but I don't think I'm going to need to. Okay, maybe I should have protected last turn. Maybe I should have protected last turn, because I didn't see a Z move, and I didn't take that into consideration. Continental Crush. Oh man, I wish that Meteor Mash hit. Like, I probably should have just went for the Earthquake. 100% accurate move. I could have protected Earthquake. Okay, that does not do that much damage. I'm completely fine with that. We will Scald again here. Hopefully we'll pick up a Burn, because that would just be extremely useful. Because if we get the Burn, we can definitely win. He's going to protect. So going for a recover there would have made more sense on my end, but now that I know that he just protected, he's most likely not going to be able to protect this turn, so we Scald. Then next turn he can protect, so we should probably just go for a recover next turn. A good chunk of damage. He's going to go for an Earthquake. Yeah, I might as well recover next turn, knowing that there's the potential for a protect. And then I'll go for a Scald the next 2 turns, I think. Because it should take only 2 more Scalds to knock out Gigalith. Okay, he didn't protect there. But we can definitely survive. And the Sandstorm's gone, so this Scald in itself might be enough to knock out Gigalith. And we're faster with our Gastrodon, which is kind of cool. He's going to protect. He can't get the Sand back up, so he's probably going to be pretty weak to a special attack. That shiny Gigalith looks so cool, though. I wish mine was shiny. Oh well. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to worry about the looks of my Pokemon. And there we go, we do pick up another win. Well, I guess this would be the first one for this video. But, this team is just doing so well. I think I might be able to... I feel like I can hit 1600 with this team. I felt like I could do that with the Ninetales Sandslash team also, because I was doing pretty well with it at first. So maybe it's just... Maybe I'm just getting really lucky right now. Or maybe this team does just work really well within the meta. Would you like to save? No, we don't need to save it because we won. So let's keep going. Let's get into our second battle, because I do like to do 2 battles per video for you guys. Alright, and we're back, kind of. So I was in a game, and I was honestly feeling very confident with it. However, I did disconnect on my end. It was not intentional, because I was feeling really confident. I'm really bummed out. So I might still leave that in, I don't know. Hopefully I got the Wi-Fi stuff all figured out. So let's go ahead and get a quick look at my opponent's team real quick. They are running Scizor, that's cool. Garchomp, Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, yeah. I forget the name of that one, I think it evolves from Gudra, and Aerodactyl. So Aerodactyl's kind of scary. However, I'm thinking we bring Porygon 2, because this team looks fast. I think setting up Trick Room will be good. Porygon 2, Arcanine. Gastrodon looks pretty decent here. And then I'm considering Tapu Lele over Tapu Koko this turn, for this game. But I don't know if that's the right decision. I am going to pick Tapu Lele and hope that it is the correct decision. Maybe not if I'm bringing Trick Room with Porygon 2. Well, if he sets up Tailwind, then I still want it, I think. So yeah, this should be fine. I think it'll still be fine, because even with Tailwind, Tapu Lele, even though it's choice, should still be slower. I think. I'm not entirely sure, don't quote me on that, guys. I'm not great with speed tiers. If you guys have been following me for a very long time, you know I'm not good with speed tiers. Okay, we do see the Tapu Lele and the Aerodactyl. So what I'm thinking we do is possibly Ice Beam the Aerodactyl this turn, and then go for like a Snarl. Aerodactyl can set up Tailwind though, right? But Ice Beam should be pretty effective. I mean, even Thunderbolt would be pretty effective against Aerodactyl. It really comes down to, do I want to set up Trick Room? I think I do. I think that's what I need to do, so I'm going to go for it. And then I'm going to Snarl here, I think. Or I could Protect. I'm gonna Snarl. I don't know if this is the correct call. I'm not too familiar with Aerodactyl in this gen. Like, I don't know what's common on him. I didn't really see him in previous gens very often either, so I'm unsure of what's common. So, looks like Rock Slide is common. I've seen Sky Drop on him. Get the special attack drop on the Tapu Lele, please. Thank you. We do see a Shattered Psyche. That's probably going to be into the Porygon 2 slot, I'd imagine, to try and get rid of it. But maybe he really wants to get rid of Arcanine. Maybe Arcanine... Maybe he's scared of it. I don't know. Because, I mean, I could have went for, like, a Will-O-Wisp, I guess, onto... No, it is on Porygon 2. That's what I thought. And it's in the Psychic terrain, but Porygon 2 is showing off how bulky he is. And we got that special attack drop, so I think that helped out a lot. Alright, so now we can go for, like, an Ice Beam into the Aerodactyl slot. And I suppose we would want to either Snarl again, or just Z-Move. Does he have anything that, like, I want to save the Z-Move for? Not really. Scissors are already pretty frail. Yeah, I think this should be fine. If I go for the Inferno Overdrive onto Tapu Lele. Because Porygon 2 should definitely move first here. So, okay, he's gonna bring in Scizor. So we went for an Ice Beam in that slot, so not the greatest option. We're gonna go ahead and get this Z-Move off. Kinda, I felt like we should not have went second, but that's okay, I guess. Because I feel like we went second last turn with Arcanine. Ow, that does so much damage. Ow. I should probably recover Porygon 2, honestly. Probably recover Porygon 2. Arcanine. I suppose we could bring in Gastrodon here. Or I could just Flamethrower the Scissor spot. I don't know what his Scissors spread is. Like, Scissors probably pretty slow, so Scissors probably go first, right? And I suppose the, yeah, I think this will be fine. If I switch out Arcanine, because then I have the Intimidate still. Maybe I should have just went for damage. Tapu Lele protects, that's fine. We're going to recover with our Porygon 2. Then we're going to see what this Scizor went for. Iron Head. Okay, that's what I kind of figured they would go for. Well, not necessarily Iron Head, but the attack. The target is what I kind of figured they would go for. So let's Thunderbolt the... Wait. Is Thunderbolt the best option? No, Ice Beam is the best option. based on the Pokemon we've seen. Ice Beam is the best option, and the other potential Pokemon he has, Ice Beam is definitely the best option. So then I guess I would Scald the Scissor Spot in hopes for a burn. Because Tapu Lele's gonna... Ooh, Tapu Lele's getting that double protect off, wow. Wow, that double protect. Stalling out my Trick Room, huh? That's fine, I suppose. And we get the burn. Okay, cool. That's what I was hoping for. Iron Head into Porygon 2. That's okay. You're burned. We're not going to worry too much about you now, because you will eventually go down. So then I will go for the Ice Beam into the Tapu Lele spot. And then we have one more turn of Trick Room. There's no way they're getting a triple protect off. So I will go for an Ice Beam into the Scissor spot, because they could switch out Scissor still. Yeah, I suppose that's still my best option, because if they switch out, then I want to go for the Ice Beam, I think. I mean, I guess going for Scald would be fine, because then there's always that potential if they do switch out, we Scald something, and we burn it. But, I mean, I already got one burn, so I'm not going to push my luck. I just felt like Ice Beam was the safer option here. We see an Iron Head again. I suppose recovering there with Porygon 2 would have been a decent play, because now the dimensions are going to become normal again. So he's probably going to bring something out that threatens me quite a bit. If he has it. Garchomp does scare me a little bit. However, I can bring in Arcanine, because Arcanine's going to go down anyway. Like, let's see, I don't need Arcanine for anything else, I don't think. Yeah, so I might as well switch Arcanine in, get the Intimidate off, and then go for another Ice Beam into the Scissor spot, I think. Because I'd want to knock out the Scissor so Garchomp can't switch back out, because I want the Intimidate to stay on Garchomp. So let's do that. That might not be the right call. The better play might have been going for an Ice Beam into the Garchomp. But I think with the Intimidate, it'll be fine. Hopefully this works. We get the attack drop on the... Oh, he's going to go for a Dragon Claw into the Arcanine slot where Porygon 2 was, so that's fine. We got the Intimidate off. We noticed that he is Life Orb Garchomp, so he does have the potential to protect. See an Iron Head hit the Gastrodon. We're going to go ahead and get this Ice Beam off into the Scissor spot. So, oh man, I was really hoping that'd be enough with the burn, because there was always that potential he could have switched out into Goodra. Now I think bringing in Tapu Lele is my best option, because I can just go for a Dazzling Gleam and an Ice Beam into the Garchomp spot. No, I think just going for a Moonblast and a Scald is my best option. Yeah, that makes more sense. Moonblast, Garchomp, and Scald into Scizor. That makes more sense to me. Maybe there may... Oh, wait, I think the reason I wanted to go for Dazzling Gleam and Ice Beam was because... Yeah, Scizor's faster than... Oh, he doesn't even go for the Iron Head into Tapu Lele. Okay, we get lucky there. I knew there was like a side reason that I wanted to do that. I mean, he's burned, he's intimidated. I probably would have lived it, but... I don't know. I don't know that calc, to be 100% honest, so... We are going to see Aerodactyl now. And we might as well just... Let's switch out Tapu Lele into Porygon 2. That way I can choose like a better move. And then let's Scald the Aerodactyl because it's super effective, it's stab, and it has a chance to burn. Okay, he forfeits. Alright, so that's our second battle. Sorry that I couldn't like show you guys the previous one due to like internet failures on my part, but I think I got it taken care of. I think it's all good to go. I think my connection's better now. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, click that like button, comment, subscribe, share, favorite, all that good stuff really does help me out, and I really do appreciate when you guys do that. So thanks again, and goodbye, friends.